Kamen Rider Wiki.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with my review of S.H.Figuarts Night Rouge. I almost said Kamen Rider Night Rouge. I was like, don't say it, don't say it. Wait, his eyes look buggy. He looks like a Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider! What is a Kamen Rider? They're the defenders of Ventara. Also, you can see my fingers. But I didn't even touch him. That was weird. That sounded... Nope. Anyway, so I was pretty excited for this because I really like Night Rouge's design, and there really hasn't been a good figure for him outside of like candy toys and vinyls, because there is no BCR equivalent, so there'll be no comparison in this review, obviously. Here's the box. Really nothing too special to write home about. You know, you got a picture of Night Rouge there on the front, being Night Rouge. Kind of got some cool science-y designs, that's a technical term, and it shows you what you can do with him on the back. As for what he comes with, you have your standard hands, which I'm going to bypass because people actually seem to like that. But you know, you got closed fists, open action-y fists, and then holding the weapon fists, which he currently has on him. I'm going to take this out. Get out, get out, get out of my life! Anyway, any second now we're going to focus on him. Wait for it. There we go. Okay, so here we have Night Rouge. How would I describe Night Rouge? I'm not talking about the character, just talking about the figure. It gets the job done. This is a solid figure. I'm happy with it. I wanted a nice, good-looking best friend. No, like I wanted a nice, you know, good-looking Night Rouge figure, and that's what I got. The head sculpt, I think, is very well done. Nice and blurry when on camera because it can't even handle Night Rouge's awesomeness. It's actually really just scared of when he becomes Kamen Rider Rogue and gets that scream at the end of his transformation. But I think they really did a good job on it. Proportionally, I think it looks really nice. If you can see like the little eyes underneath there, which isn't even always visible in the show. So they did a really good job of that. This has a really nice gold kind of shine to it, but yet being see-through. I don't feel like any part of his helmet design is like overly large. The neck can seem a little skinny, but because it's all hidden by the tubes and stuff here, there's really nothing too much to complain about with that. The color and like the paint on the tubes and the design here all look good, very Batman-y. Everything else looks good. You even got some nice little like cloth rubbery folds down there. You got the trans steam gun, also very nicely detailed. You can see he's got him in the holding hands hand, or holding weapons hand, not the holding hands hand. But yeah, very nicely detailed. Good job, you know. Good job. There's not really any weird parts like, oh, this is missing paint, or this looks strange or oddly proportioned. They did a very solid job on it. You got the trans steam gun here, or the... Yeah, that's right. Did I call this one the gun? I don't know, I got lost. But bottom line is, looks good. You even have an individualized little purple bottle there, which is nice. So yeah, articulation-wise, pretty par for the course stuff. You know, you got your ball joint here, swiveling, double elbow joint, nice joint here. It can clash a little bit here and you get a little bit of discrepancy there, but it's pretty easy to remedy. Double knee joint there. You got your foot joint here. You got the chest and waist articulation. Obviously the chest is going to be a little hindered by this solid piece. You got your neck and head articulation. So yeah, standard, par for the course figure art stuff. The reason I'm taking the weapons out of the hands is to show that the way you do this actually is you basically do it like the toy. You actually have to combine it yourself. Do you like to do it yourself? Yes, too far. But that's kind of interesting. I kind of like that. I mean, I don't have too huge of a problem with it, and it's nice that you get this part, and it's a cool weapon to have for display. I was just kind of surprised because usually, especially recently, Figuarts has done the case where you just get like one of these and then you get the individuals. So you get like one of each basically. So I was surprised it was a build one. I just haven't seen the build one. I didn't even mean that. Well, it was awesome. Not really, but I was just surprised it was like a put it together yourself bit, because I just haven't seen that often, and I don't really mind it. On one hand, it would have been kind of nice to have the individual ones if you wanted to do some crazy stuff like him dual wielding a couple things or something like that, but otherwise it works perfectly fine. There's nothing about the transformation mechanism that hinders the way any of the modes look, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, except for the fact that it wants to go blurry because I made the genius idea of putting the box in the background, and you're done, you're fine. So yeah, overall, this is a nice figure. The reason I said, like at the beginning, you know, it gets the job done, because this is one of those cases where, if you're familiar with my other Rider Figuarts reviews, I'll say this a lot. It's like one of those cases where there's nothing wrong with the figure, really. Like, I can't say, oh, there's something wrong with the proportions, or it's super loose, or the accessories are weird. It's just, it doesn't give that feel that a lot of Figuarts have had in the past, and even in the recent future, or recent future, I'm not a time traveler, where you pick up the figure and just like via the quality, the way it feels when you're posing it, the way it looks, it just feels like, wow, this is a Figuart, this was worth the money I spent on it. And I don't really get that from this guy, but he gets the job done. It's like this weird case where when I'm trying to get a verdict for all you guys, I'm arguing with myself because there's really no reason not to try to pick this up if you're a Night Rogue fan. It's well articulated, no loose joint problems, good paint on it. I just wish that they felt like they used to, where it feels like, yeah, this was worth a $30+ figure, if that makes any sense. But still, if you're in the market for a Night Rogue figure, you can't really go that wrong with this one. There's really nothing to stop you, no real major problems. I just wish it felt a little bit more worth the money, but there's really no better alternatives. Anyway, that's about it. Until next time, if you like, comment, subscribe, Dawson Rider, signing out.